Hi, Steve Skidmore here, Leicester's Patron of Reading, and I'm hoping that you're doing lots of reading at the moment because you might be stuck inside, but of course when you open a book then many worlds are open to you. You can go anywhere in a book. You can go to the past, you can go to the future, you can explore different worlds, you can go anywhere. As Dr. Seuss says, the more you read, the more you know, the more you know, the more places you will go. And the places that you can go with a book are infinite. There's lots and lots of stories as well that open up with what we call portal stories, where you go through into another world. Think of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, the Narnia books. They go through a wardrobe and end up in Narnia. You can think of Percy Jackson going into Hades. You can think of lots and lots of different books. I'm sure that you have your own personal favourites where you go from one place to another place, and that's where the stories begin. They're called portal stories. I love writing portal stories, and here's one that Steve and I wrote a few years ago. This is called Mind the Door, and it's brilliantly illustrated by Tony Ross, who you might know as illustrating the David Walliams books. He also illustrates Little Princess books and I Want My Potty. I Don't Want My Potty, that's one of the books that he's done. Let me read you this little bit out of Mind the Door. It starts in a very familiar place. A place actually that was based on Steve Barlow, my writing partner. He actually went to this school and he saw this door and he thought, that's an interesting door. It was the caretaker's door. Now in schools you can go to many places, you can get to many places. You get into the staff room, you can probably get even into the head teacher's office if you've been bad or good, hopefully. But the caretaker's room, that's a tricky one to get into. And Steve always wondered what would be behind the door in a caretaker's room. This is Mind the Door, the opening. The cellar door stood at the bottom of a flight of worn concrete steps, guarded by a painted iron railing behind the school kitchen. For years nobody had given it a second glance. When the school was heated by solid fuel, it was different. Then the cellar door had led to a world of fire and smoke. The two boilers, hunched and massive, sat groaning like chained beasts. The red glow from their fireboxes had made the small cellar into a terrible underworld, full of the flame and roar of molten lava. You can imagine a demon king and his imps leaping around, bent on mischief, and even hear the shrieks of lost souls, although the caretaker said this was just air in the pipes. These days the boilers were timid little boxes that ran quietly on gas. The cellar had become the maintenance store, home to buckets, mops, disinfectant, paper towels and rolls of scratchy lavatory paper, special schools issue. The magic of the cellar had gone, and the wooden door with its small panes of frosted glass and peeling green paint was just another door. But doors are chancy things. When you go through a door, you go from here to there, and usually the place you end up in is the place you expected to get to. But not always. Hidden away in its quiet corner of the schoolyard, the cellar door waited. Now what do you think might be behind that cellar door? And it's interesting, isn't it? If you open a door up, the place you get to is the place you expect to go to. But what if it wasn't? What sort of place do you think you could end up if you left one world and went into another? I'll leave that with you. Look forward to your ideas. Keep on with watching Off School. All those things, we're hoping you're finding them very useful. Speak to you soon.